I know things you never see. You never see someone taking a shit while running at full speed.
Come on, kid, get rid of some of them turds in the shit box.
Welcome to the Bathroom Break Podcast with me, Rab himself. Welcome to the Bathroom Break Podcast. I'm your host, Rab himself, and today I have a special guest, Mr. Chad Tepper.
Oh my goodness. To be introduced by the sexiest man to ever grace television, Rab himself, I want to say thank you, man.
Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for coming on. And it's awesome to be here in your lovely abode. This place is crazy, dude. He just gave me a tour of the house, and it's there's like a boxing ring. There's this giant pool with waterfalls and whatever. It's fucking insane.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. We also have a massage therapist, too, if you want a massage later. But
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, damn, let's just cancel this right now and go do that. Or do the podcast from the massage table.
Oh, now we're talking. Whoever thought YouTube could buy a house like this, right? Like
I know.
crazy.
It's insane, dude. Stevie Wonder's house is like over the ridge there. That's a pretty good deal. That guy's a musical genius, and you guys are making videos of kicking each other in the balls, and you're in the same neighborhood.
I want to say God bless America. I also want to say if I can do it, you can do it too.
Yeah.
It's crazy though,
the
right?
American
Like,
dream, boy.
yeah, you know, the grass isn't always greener. You know, people always think life is amazing, but sometimes it's shitty too. But it's just crazy because we have neighbors next door that are like doctors and dentists and went to school for years, and we're like a quarter of their age, and we're just fucking kicking each other in the balls, driving dirt bikes. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I know. It was funny because we were talking about that, like how it was kind of the same way with Bam when we were growing up. You know, it's these people that work their whole lives to get into these nice homes, and then these little asshole kids come along, and yeah, they just kind of disturb the whole neighborhood.
I'd be so pissed if I lived my life the right way. Like, didn't have sex till I was like 20, you know?
Yeah.
Till I was married. You know, I didn't drink any alcohol in college. I didn't do drugs. I was a good person. Worked my ass off, built my way up, became a millionaire.
Yeah.
And then you have some fucking idiot kids living next to you. God, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed.
I
yeah.
know. I mean, I can totally see why they would be that way. I mean, when I was younger, I was like, fuck off, you know. But
Yeah.
now I'm like, I guess I get it.
Like, the worst is their kids are fans. So the kids are like, oh my God, we love you. And the parents are like, can't wait till you lose all your money, MC Hammer.
Yeah. They're like, great. The kids that are a bad influence for my kids are right next door.
Crazy.
So what kind of crazy stuff has gone down in this house?
Oh man, I almost died a few times, like, to be real. Like, I jumped off the 4th story balcony onto a jump house that was about 2 feet high.
Yeah.
Which is like, you shouldn't do that. And like, I don't jump out of stuff either. That was like the second time I ever jumped out of like anything.
Dude, I saw that balcony. It's fucking high.
Yeah, that was dumb.
So wait, so what happened to it? Did it throw you way back up, or did you like?
You would
like...
think. No, bro. I hit it. I hit it pretty hard. Yeah, it was good. You know, but another time that I did this stunt where my friend Jake was jumping me with motocross, like doom buggy, and I was like, you should jump me with that. That'd be sick. And I laid down flat on the ramp, and he jumped over me. But it was literally, I don't even know, man. I'm not good with math or anything, but maybe like an inch or something. Half an inch. I don't know. Quarter of an inch.
Yeah.
I felt it go by my nose, bro. I was so scared. And I got up, and I was just like, God or somebody was like, yo, bro, you just almost died.
God is right there.
God was like, yeah, that was sick. You know, so, but, I live to almost die. Like, I know that sounds so stupid, but it's just like that adrenaline, that rush is what I live for.
Hell yeah.
I'm an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah, it makes sense. That makes sense. Well, you grew up skateboarding, so you were like just breaking yourself off on the fucking skateboard since a young age. And what, you were in Florida or?
Yeah, man. I grew up in Orlando, Florida, and like Cocoa Beach, Merritt Island area. And when I was a kid, I saw a kid skateboard. and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. I was like, what is this? And this was around the time of like 2002, 2003, when like skateboarding was at like the biggest it's been in like the past 20 years.
Yeah.
So like if you wanted to get chicks, if you wanted to be cool, you skateboarded. That's all it was.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I mean, skateboarding and stunts, they really do go hand in hand, because I've been getting hurt on a skateboard for years. So I was like, shit, I'm just not going to skate anymore and just nut myself on everything. You know, and then boom, I'm rich.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that's crazy. So, okay, so then skateboarding, and that kind of just progressively went into the stunt stuff. And then you moved out here to LA.
Yeah, I moved out to Los Angeles because I was always that weird dude that would do voices, and I'd try to act, and people thought I was weird and like, stay away from this dude. You know, he's on drugs, which I wasn't. I came from a really poor family, so like me acting and being different was my escape. So I moved out to LA to try to be an actor, you know, the Johnny Knoxville way, and like fucking here we are now, man.
Yeah,
like I bet Knoxville didn't really want to do Jackass. He was just like, fuck, a paycheck, let's do it. You know, it's kind of like the same thing with YouTube for me, but it turned out to be something cool, you know.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. I mean, it's funny. I was telling you a little bit like how you know, sometimes when kids will come up to me and be like, oh, you know, you did Jackass, you did Viva La Bam, all that stuff. Like, how did that happen? Did you just upload the videos to YouTube? And I'm laughing because I'm like, dude, YouTube didn't even exist. You know, like when we were doing it, it was underground skate shops, and it was like this total, you know, street team type of way for people to recognize what you're doing. And man, yeah, it's such a different world now with YouTube. We were chatting a little bit. Like, I'm totally a grandpa. I don't even know. You're like, hey, change the thumbnail and do this. I'm like, I don't even know what that is.
Thumbnail? What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, just trying to figure out like, oh, okay, I just upload it, and then I have, you know, so I have to learn the ways of the new stuff. But it's just funny because, yeah, like you know, you've made a whole career out of being on YouTube.
It's insane. I don't even understand it sometimes. Like even when I like walk around and people come up and recognize me, and it's like, I've been in so many TV shows and movies and commercials and modeling and like stupid bullshit, and like nobody cares. And then I do a YouTube video. Fucking can't walk anywhere, like fucking nowhere. I get bothered all day. I'm at Disneyland with my girlfriend trying to enjoy myself. I just spent like $5,000 because Disneyland is fucking expensive, and the whole time, oh my God, can I take a photo? I love you. I'm like, yeah, bro. Seriously. I went to Disneyland again 6 months later, and I wear a wig and glasses. Nobody bothered me. It was a dream. It was like the best thing ever.
Dude, yeah, that's crazy. So, okay, so the YouTube stuff, then like that. So basically, where I met you on Too
Grindr.
Stupid to Die. Oh yeah, well,
before. Don't tell our girls.
Yes, obviously. I met you in the bushes out back when we were giving each other hand jobs. But
don't be giving away our secrets.
Just be quiet and enjoy it.
Okay, go. We're getting too X-rated here.
Yeah. But yeah, Too Stupid to Get Gay. So we met on that show. I was the camera dude for the season 1 for MTV's Too Stupid to Die, and you came out to film with all the guys, and then you know basically became a huge part of the show, and just brought an awesome energy to it, you know, just super positive, and it was fun, and you were willing to fucking, you know, break yourself off for the better of the video. So,
yeah, man, that was a dream. I feel like when I went out there, a lot of people were like, this is just some like internet famous kid that's like not really gonna do anything, and he's just like here to help promote the show and like da-da-da. Yeah. And then I was like, yo, fucking throw me off something, like let's fucking light myself on fire. Like I think that's like the big persona that I'm trying to break through, is like before all this like Hollywood fame shit started to happen, I'm just some like bummy kid from Florida that likes to get hurt. Like, I live for it, you know? And it's just like Too Stupid to Die was the way of upgrading my stunts. I feel like there's so many people that do stupid shit on social media, but then to have a TV show that you're a part of that is like on a big scale, where like, you know, people were writing articles that I'm like the next Johnny Knoxville, which is like, that's fucking insane. Like even like for someone to say that, it's insane.
Yeah.
because wow, I don't even know, man. For me, like Johnny and you and Bam and Steve-O and anybody that you guys were the first generation that said, yo, I'm going to do some stupid shit and get hurt. I'm going to film it.
Yeah.
And people are going to love it.
Yeah. No, I know. It's crazy.
Like, it's the coolest shit because, like, nowadays, like, I love my girlfriend's mom, my girlfriend and everything. But, you know, she went to school for, like, this stuff. And she's, like, a traditional actor, you know?
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
And, like, I'm just like, oh, I'm going to light myself on fire and fucking shave my balls, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, like, it doesn't. I don't know. I feel like I'm shaming my family and friends. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be known as that dude, like, oh, you know, somebody stapled his ball sack. Like, I don't want to be known as that.
Well,
I do.
You're going about it the wrong way.
I know. It's like, what are my kids going to say one day? Like, oh, you know, Daddy, I saw a video of you getting your nuts stapled. Like, what was that like? Like, you can't have that conversation with your kid. Like,
I know, dude. It's fucking funny because, like, April, Bam's mom used to say that to me, like, when I would do the shit things. And she's like, what are you going to do, like, when you're trying to get a job? Like, how are you going to, like, explain that? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, this is what I'm doing. You know, like, I never saw, like, a day in front of me. So,
Yep.
And it's a fun way to live, you know, when you're, especially in your 20s, it's like, who gives a shit? And truth is, like, after the fact, it has done nothing but help, you know, like when because I'm a camera guy now, it helps to have done Jackass and be a part of that stuff, because then people, you know, it's an easy icebreaker when you meet people. It's just like, wait, you fucking shit yourself running full speed, and it's like, hey, what's up? You know, and then you know right away, like, we could talk about fucked up shit. Like, we don't have to be all polite and on our business mode or whatever. Like, we can act normal, you know, and I think it's a good icebreaker for that. So that's the thing, is like, you're doing your thing now, and it's always a good thing. It's always an easy way for people to kind of break the ice and you know, easily get to know you and have a laugh with you right off the bat.
Legacy. Right there. Rab himself.
Yeah.
It's going to be on your tombstone.
Yeah.
Took a shit while running.
Yeah.
Legend.
Yeah.
No, you know, it's cool. It's really cool. I just, like, I know a lot of, like, I get a lot of comments on my social media, like, this guy just wants to be famous. This guy does this because he wants attention. And it's like, did you ever get that a lot, like, when you were doing all the stupid shit? Like, people are like, why are you guys doing that? Like, you want attention? You want to be famous? Like,
yeah, I mean, the thing is that's so different now, I think, especially, like, I mean, I get that stuff now a little bit on social media, but what's so different, I think, for me or us at that time was that they didn't have access like they do now. You know, like where basically right now you have instant access to the people, and you can immediately, like, just say, hey, this is what I'm thinking about you. And back then it was like, it was a show, and, you know, how would you ever, like, email somebody or tell them what you're thinking about them? So it was just kind of like, maybe if you saw them at a show. I mean, I toured with the band CKY a lot, so then people might
so
tell
sick.
you. Yeah. Dude, that was rad. And people might tell you there, but, like, they don't have instant access, where nowadays they have instant access to you, and they can just tell you what they're thinking, what their opinion is, what this, and I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the positive part of that. Because, you know, like, it's like, I mean, maybe there is some positive aspect to everybody having a voice, but at some level I feel like, you know what, people are doing stuff, and if you don't like it, don't watch it. Like, I'm not sure if I understand why you're going to spend time hating on somebody or doing that, but hey, there's a lot of haters. I think it's like Cat Williams said, like, if you got like 10 haters now, you better get 20 by the end of summer. You know, so, like, I think there's definitely that level to it, that that, you know, haters need to exist for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know if I understand why, but yeah, now they just have instant access to you, and they can tell you, like, oh, go fucking kill yourself because this stuff you're doing is stupid. And it's like, all right, well, then don't watch it. Go watch something else.
See, but the thing is that's so messed up is, like, all we're doing is, like, when I make a video, I want people to laugh. Like, I want somebody to be like, that was hilarious.
Right.
I want to bring joy to somebody's life. I'm an entertainer, you know?
Right.
Like, I want people to enjoy their life. Life is horrible. I want people to be able to escape.
Yeah.
Even if it's 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 minutes, I want you to be able to escape your shitty fucking life and have a laugh. That's all I want to do. So it's just like, for me to and I give up a lot to do that, but I also get a lot too. But it's just like, when I give up a lot and I try to make people smile and laugh, and then I got to deal with all this stuff, and it's like, I can't even go home, bro. Like, people want to fight me where I live. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I went home a year ago, and I was in the bathroom taking a piss.
Florida.
In Florida, yeah.
Yeah.
Taking a
They
piss.
meant in this house.
No,
I'm like,
no,
is
no.
someone gonna come running in with boxing gloves? Because I saw that. I saw that boxing ring down there.
Yeah, this you never know what's gonna happen. Like, I get woken up every day with like somebody spraying something on me, or like water, or like yeah, it's just not a good life.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I was at home in Florida taking a piss at a bar, and this kid walks up to me. He's like, "You think you're famous? You think you're cool? You think you're better? You think you're better than me? You think you're better than me, bro? Because you're not. Because you're fucking not.
It's so good.
Like, let me tell you right now, you're fucking not. You're nobody."
I love the projection of insecurity coming from this guy.
And I'm like looking at him, I'm like, "Bro, man, go home. Like, I'm not gonna touch you. Like, so he can sue me for my $5,000 that I have. Like, fuck away from me." But the worst is, this dude that I grew up with, I just got off tour doing like this big, because I do music too.
Yeah.
And I did this 22 city tour. And this kid I grew up with that I haven't really had contact with, but I was like, you know, he's messaging me, so let me talk to him. He's like, "You make music? No way, send me some of your music." And I sent him some music because I thought he was going to be cool. And he's like, "This music is fucking garbage. You're fucking trash. I don't know how the fuck you have anything. I'm so much better than you." I was like, God. This world is such...
And it's like, dude, if
Sad.
instead of doing that, like if you just took the time to go make your own music and do your own thing, like it would be so much more productive. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy that it gets to that, you know.
Have you had anybody try to fight you or anything, or like get in your face about you like being successful in what you're doing?
Well, years back, I mean, at this point in my life, I'm kind of under the radar and being a camera dude, and
No, you're not. I knew who you were as soon as I saw you.
Yeah.
I saw
Well,
you
at least I believe that.
100 miles away, and I was like, "Oh my God, this fucking Rev himself. I'm going in."
Yeah, I'm going in, and I'm gonna kiss him.
Like, "What's up, man?"
I got a tongue coming in hot for this dude, but yeah, no, I mean, it's like, you know, pretty mellow. So I do the camera thing, and I kind of lay low, but doing the podcast now, but back, you know, in the heyday in 2005, that era, there was definitely people that weren't happy with whatever it may be. Like, I know what would happen, and not to sound, you know, douchey, but it would be like situations where you're at a bar and you're doing a promo and you're doing something, and like a girl's talking to you or whatever, and then you're trying to figure out like, oh, is that her boyfriend? And then is she stirring that up? And then they're pissed at you. I got jumped and beat up by a bunch of dudes in New York one time, and that was because of that. The guy was like, "Hey, do something crazy." I'm like, "I'm just kind of hanging out, man."
God, I hate that. Do something funny, bro.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
God, why do people fucking do that?
Yeah.
You're a comedian. Do something funny. Say something funny.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're just like, I'm just kind of hanging out and enjoying myself. Like, what? You know, and he kept kind of going crazy about it. And so finally he's like, "Do something crazy." I'm like, "I'm just hanging, man." And then he smacked me in the face and then like was like, "Do something crazy." So then I punched him in the nuts, and then he was super pissed and was trying to fight me, and the bouncers like broke it up or whatever. And I'm hanging out in the bar and just drinking, and then I went out to the tour bus just to like smoke some weed or something, and when I got out there, like I smoked a joint with, you know, a couple of the dudes on the bus, and then I don't remember what happened, but I walked out of the bus, and I guess like, cause I was like blacked out drunk, and then I remember waking up in the hotel bed, like all bloody, and there was just blood all over the sheets, and I was like, "What the fuck? Did I fall or something?" You know, like I don't remember. I was like, "Oh, maybe I fell down the steps or something," and then I called the roadie dude, and he's like, "Dude, no, Rab, you got beat up by a bunch of dudes in the parking lot." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, they fucking jumped you." And the weird thing is that like this this guy that smacked me and caused this shit, like, he was a big dude anyway, and he could have kicked my ass by himself, you know.
What a bitch.
So like I like, cause I'm not a fighter guy, whatever,
course
you know,
not.
and so like he would have beat me up. I wasn't acting tough, anything like, but he had it in him that he wanted to create that, and so but the roadie dude came running out of the bus because he saw guys kicking me, and like there was a whole group of dudes like kicking me while I was on the ground. I guess I was knocked out at that point, and I just remember like my rib was broken and my head was like all cut up, and then I had like lumps on my head, and that was like the next morning, and I ended up leaving tour and trying to sort it out because I had a concussion and you know and shit, and it was just like, what the fuck, you know, and all because this dude like just didn't like that I was there and I was trying to sort it out because I thought, oh well, there was a group of girls kind of like, you know, paying attention to me, and I think.
See, anytime you're in a bad situation,
Yeah.
fucking leave.
Yeah,
I've had this happen too. You're like,
yeah.
you know what? That guy might come back kick my ass, but who cares? There's a hot bitch right there. I'm just gonna chill.
Yeah.
You get the fuck out. You get out.
Yeah. Well, life
That's-
lesson on that one. Yeah, it was funny because I, you know, and I didn't know if it was, because sometimes, you know, depending on the type of girl, obviously, like, you know, my wife is an incredible, down-to-earth, cool person, but there are some females and there are some males out there that are they just love that drama and like get off on the fighting thing and get off on people getting hurt, and they get like adrenaline rush from it. And so you know, in that situation, I do feel like those girls kind of like were getting horny on the fact that there was going to be a fight or something. And I was like, man, I was just trying to drink and you know, and enjoy myself. And so, yes, to answer that in a long, drawn out way, you know, that does happen. People want to kind of start shit for that reason.
That's the worst when you're just trying to like vibe and chill, and
Yeah.
you know you're a little fucked up, and somebody wants to come up and start shit with you. Like, God. Well, you know, maybe a couple of those pieces of shit are listening right now, and if you're listening, I want to tell you that your boss told me that you got to go back to Walmart by 5 p.m. and to pick up the oil spill, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what are those dudes doing right now, bro? Fuck those dudes.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I guess that's at that point, like, where you just kind of have to move on from that and kind of eliminate that negative energy in your life, and so that's, you know, that's kind of the way I look at it, is like, all right, if that's who you are and that's what you want to do, cool. That's not who I am. I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm not gonna be giving somebody shit. Like, if somebody does, you know, whatever, if they're a musician or they're an artist or you know, an actor, or they create content or whatever, like, and I'm not into it, I just kind of move on. I don't feel the need to go on there and be, hey, this is why I hate what you're doing. You know,
It's like, you got a real life to live. You got a
Yeah,
wife, you got jobs, you got this, you got
Yeah.
that. Like, yeah, bro. I know.
and you're just doing your thing, you know.
Yeah.
Like it is like I just feel like so much time could be spent wiser just doing something fun and positive.
Well, that's the thing too. Like, you're gonna wake up and be 80 years old one day. It's like, do you want
Right.
to look back and be like, oh, I spent 10 hours a day talking shit online? Like, no, I want to be like, I fucking lived. You know?
No, you just put that on your resume.
Yeah.
You know, like people are like, yeah, let me see what you've done. Okay, 10 hours of talking shit online. Well, that's a good quality. That'd be fucking funny, man. The hater's resume.
It's nuts. It's just like, I talked to some people that I went to school with, and I'm like, what have you been up to the past couple of years? And they're like, I just been in college, just like not doing much. And like, what have you been doing? I'm like, well, I was a pro skateboarder, I did this movie, this TV show, I moved here, went to Taiwan, went to here, went to there. And they're like, you did all that? And I was like, yeah, what have you been doing?
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
nothing.
Yeah, that
It's
is
nuts, bro.
sad
So-
too. Like sometimes, I think when you go back and kind of see people that are just kind of stuck in the same spot, it's like, man,
Sad.
yeah, because it's just like, you know what, life is kind of what you make it, and you just kind of go after it and go have fun with it, and I feel very grateful for the life that I've had too, and the experiences that I've had, just because. I know I'm lucky, man, and I know that like not everybody gets to experience that and get to go travel the world with their best friends and enjoy themselves and laugh their asses off and do that. And that's
Crazy.
rad.
Yeah, we're very, very lucky. So what does the future hold for rap?
We'll see, man. I mean, I'm always doing some writing, and I kind of have been dusting the camera off and getting in front of it again.
That's
like,
what I'm talking
know?
about. So I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek. I'm working on a new show right now that I want Rab to be a part of, that he is gonna be a part of, and I
Hell
was
yeah.
thinking you should, dust off that beautiful face and be on camera a little bit.
Oh, hell yeah,
Would
dude.
you ever be down with that?
I
I'm
would,
just bringing this up right now. This is crazy.
Putting me on the spot, but
Yeah.
dude, hell yeah, I would love to do that.
Yeah,
I was thinking this while I'll talk to you afterwards. I was thinking we got to do a skit together because I was just thinking of a funny skit, just kind of from what we've been talking about. But yeah, man, I the other day I did this workout video thing, just like some
I haven't seen that.
yeah,
Send me that.
just some dumb thing. They're like, my buddy's editing it right now. We've been working on this little cartoon thing too, like Rab and Kiki, and we put up a couple of them on my YouTube page. But then we're doing this one now where it's sort of Beavis and Butthead-ish, like where it's the cartoon, but then the TV has like a real life, like live action kind of video, and that's like me being the workout master on the TV. So I just filmed that the other day, and then we're putting that together, and it's just been fun. Like
Please tell me you have spandex on.
I have like yes, actually I do.
I knew it. With that body, how could you not?
My very unimpressive bulge was right on display.
You got to get 2 socks, man. That's the secret. 2 socks.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, you got to let them know. But I was actually tucking at one point and making it look like a vagina. But then, yeah, we were filming that. Then I'm just looking to kind of film some more little skits to have fun with the YouTube thing. Because I was saying like earlier, and you're going to teach me more about this YouTube world, man. Because I don't really know. I just signed up for it when I started the podcast, and got a couple followers on there now. But I'm just starting to do some content, and it's been fun because, like I said, I'm doing the camera thing, which is fun and it's creative, but it's technical. And then like I just miss kind of being a dipshit.
You need an outlet, bro.
Yeah.
You need somewhere. I totally get it. If I'm not making videos, I don't feel whole. And it's just like, you need an outlet, man. I totally get that. And I support that. I say do it. And
Hell yeah.
send me whatever you want, bro. I will post that shit up all day.
Hell yeah.
It's an honor to be here with you, man. And
Oh,
talk
dude.
with you, bro.
Yeah,
So-
no, it's rad, and it's cool, and it's cool to see what you guys are doing. Just it's kind of like, in a way, like carrying the torch to the next part, because it's just funny to see like. When I come in this house and see what's going on, I'm like, God damn, this is flashbacks. You're like fucking people are pissing on you while you're sleeping, and then you're jumping off balconies, and it's just rad, and it is. It's an awesome reminder. It's nostalgic because it's such a fun fucking life to live, and I feel lucky for that. Like in my 20s, I got to live this life, and do it, and
It's crazy, bro. It's fucking
yeah. So what do you got? What you say you're working on the one that I do know about because we've been talking about. But so Too Stupid to Die full season. I think where can you find that full season?
So you can find the full season on MTV.com, Amazon, iTunes, all that stuff. You guys should go check that out. It's amazing. It's so cool to do stunts, but to do stunts on a network that also brought you Jackass and Viva La Bam. It's just like, whoa.
Yeah, that's rad.
It's nuts. Do you personally think that we're the ones that are going to carry the torch, that we are the next generation doing stunts? I mean, because it's weird, because before like I started doing stunts legitimately, and before other people started doing stunts legitimately, there was like a good 5 or 10 years where like no one was really putting out stunts. And like I've looked it up. It's like from like when Jackass 3 ended to about like 3 or 4 years ago, not that many people were really pushing out stunts, into the public eye.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's kind of crazy. Do
I know.
You think that stunts are like
Well, and I think
gonna come more? Or?
Yeah, and I think you guys are definitely bringing that back alive because it was funny. People all have their opinions about stuff, and it's like, oh, this is just like Jackass, and it's like, well, it is like it's similar, and you guys have all said like that you were inspired by that.
Yeah.
So for me, like what I've felt like is that Jackass kind of was such a fun thing and such an impact that instead of it being like, okay, Jackass is this one thing, it almost became a genre of stuff. So then there's shows like yours, Too Stupid to Die, and there's shows, like Dirty Sanchez and the Dudesons and all that stuff that are within that genre, within that realm of comedic stunts, pranks and all that stuff. And so
keep talking. I'm gonna turn around and take a piss. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
awkward. Go. Keep talking. Yeah, I pissed for like a minute. So keep going. Go.
So go. So he's taking a piss right now, and
I'm listening, Brad. Go.
so there he is, and I'm listening too. I'm trying to hear if I can hear the piss. He's filling the bottle up, and oh yeah. I think he has a prostate problem. And he's pissing right into the mic. Piss right through the...
Do you hear it? Can you hear it?
Sick.
My dick was on your mic. I'm sorry.
Whoever the next person is definitely doesn't want to record on that. He had some sort of rare venereal disease.
No, it's not rare, bro. It's just called chlamydia. Bro, I got a story to tell you, man, that my girlfriend's probably going to be pissed about. But... All right, so I got a story to tell you that.
Are you going to drink it now? Or...
I didn't drink it, but I tasted it on my tongue. It's salty.
Yeah.
Right on my beautiful rug. God
Yeah,
bless
yeah.
America. So when I first started dating my girlfriend, right? She was like this very sweet, innocent girl. Did you ever meet my girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to that coffee shop.
Oh yeah. So when I first met her, she was 19 years old. It's like sweet, like little innocent girl, like never had a boyfriend before, like just like a nice girl, you know. And then
You're
like,
like, I'm
I
gonna
come
fuck
in
this
to meet
up.
the mom.
Yeah.
So I meet the mom, and then I sneak upstairs, and we start like making out like hard. Like I'm like have her on the couch, and like got my leg over her, and like I'm kissing her, and her mom walks up and is like, "Hey, like we need to leave." And I was like, "Oh shit, this is bad. This is really bad." So, Sarah, if you're listening to this, I want to say I'm sorry for bringing up this conversation. I love you. Sarah's mom, I love you too. I'm sorry. So
Sarah's mom.
God, I can't believe I'm talking about this, but fuck it, I'm gonna talk about it. So Sarah went home, and her mom's like, "Hey, like, I think you should go into the clinic and like get checked up." And Sarah's like, "No, I'm a virgin. I've never done anything." And Sarah's mom like, "No, just in case, you should go get checked." Sarah's like, "No, I'm telling you, nothing's happened." Like,
I don't trust that dirty Chad
no,
guy
she
that
did
you're-
it for a second. She saw me with my tattoos and was like, "Oh no, this guy's bad, bro. Get this guy
at
out of
least
here."
has Hep C.
So apparently she got like tested and everything. Oh God, I'm in trouble for talking about this. Fuck, I already
You're
see.
way deep now.
I already see Sarah being so pissed. And then it came back that damn, how do I get out of this conversation?
Everything
I'm
was
not talking about it anymore.
Everything was ship shape, and we moved on. Oh man.
So bottom line, her mom gave her something to take for like a cold, but she's like, "I'm not sick," and like, "Oh yeah, you should just take it."
Her mom was not buying the test. Or anything.
So
She's
nobody
like,
knows.
It says negative, but I don't buy it. Take this amoxicillin if you could just clear everything out. Jesus, Sarah's mom, no trust.
No trust. So I feel like the test came back positive. But she's like, "I don't know, bro. I've seen him. He hit on me." You know?
Yeah.
'Cause I
Wait, the
did
test
hit
came
on
back
her.
positive or negative? Negative is what you want in this situation.
Well, the worst thing is, so when I first met her, I was up in my room because we lived in the same apartment building in college dorms.
Yeah.
And her mom came and she's like, "You should meet my mom." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And so I texted her Sarah's phone saying, "I'm coming down right now." But instead of coming, I put coming, like CUMM,
Yeah.
and I put dicks with like cum coming out of it.
Yeah.
And her mom was texting me. So like as soon as I get in the car, the mom's like, "Hey, like just so you know, like I was texting you," and I was like, "Oh my god, like why would you tell me?
You're like,
why would you tell me?
Yeah.
I'm already ashamed."
I love it if you just look at her like, yeah, I know.
And then
I knew
like
you were
this.
texting. She's like, oh shit. So you're saying Sarah's mom had a crush on you, and and you were sexting with Sarah's mom.
Let me tell you right now, like my life is a complete joke. If I end up getting to marry this girl one day, like I won the lottery because I don't know how she puts up with my bullshit.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's
not
what
for
it
1
is.
second, yeah.
Dude, people like us, that's what happens. The women that are around are fucking saints.
Yeah. It's like I drink my own piss. I eat dog shit. Like she makes out with me. Like fuck, I wouldn't make out with that.
Yeah, I know who's the real freak in this situation.
Yeah, right.
But so now you're taking the big step here, huh? You're taking
Yeah,
the
a lot
big
of people
step.
don't know. When is this airing? When is this coming out?
Maybe a week or two.
Perfect. All right, perfect. I'm moving out of a $12 million mansion to move into a 1-bedroom apartment in West Hollywood with my girlfriend, bro. We've been together 5 years, you know? It's just
Hell
like,
yeah.
she gave that, hey, you know, are we ever going to live together? And I was like, you know, I would like to.
There's room in this mansion.
Right? Yeah. Well, that didn't happen.
Oh,
you know?
man. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm moving out. I got my stuff
Damn.
kind of boxed up, and I'm kind of sad because I don't think I'll ever live in a house as big ever again. God damn it.
Don't think about it. Yeah. Because you won't. But
No, you can't say that. You're not allowed to say that.
Yeah, you
Now,
never know.
Did
You never know.
Did you live at the castle with Bam ever? Was there a time when you lived there?
No, there was a time where I lived like at the house before that. Yeah, and I lived in the boiler room area of it. It was literally the spot between the walls. Like there was like the one area of the basement and then the back area and then there was a part in between and I lived in that. It was like Freddy Krueger boiler room
Crazy.
status. But all I really needed at that point was a cot to piss on while
Yeah.
I was sleeping. And
The real question is, did you take girls down to the boiler room?
Hell
Don't
yeah.
lie. Don't lie to
Dude,
me.
absolutely.
That's when you know somebody loves you, like,
I
or
know.
likes you.
Well, dude, that's the funny part too. And I kind of was just a vagabond. Like I lived there. Then my friends had an apartment where I had this bubble mattress in the closet, and I would pull it out. And the whole goal was, and you know. Listen, I've grown up a little. I'm married. I'm in a different place. But at that time, I was not very respectful, and I was a shithead. And the whole goal was to get girls back onto this bubble mattress because I just thought it was fucking hilarious that, like, they just think, like, oh, this dude's on TV. Like, you know, maybe maybe, like, we're going to go to his nice house and his nice car and all this and maybe some champagnes in the mix and all that shit. But no, it was like a fucking old half-drank beer and a bubble mattress. You know?
That's like the same shit because I did a bunch of TV shows and I ended up moving back with my parents about like 5 years ago. My parents didn't want me in the house because I was causing bullshit always. That's what I fucking do. So I went to Home Depot and spent $300 and I built a shed in my parents' backyard. It was fantastic.
Hell
like,
yeah.
I couldn't believe girls were coming back with me in the
Like,
shed.
fuck yeah.
My brother's like, "You're bringing girls back there?" I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I just have to applaud that.
Yeah, bro.
So
Life
that's-
is crazy, man.
Yeah, that's funny. And then, all right, so now you're growing up, huh? You're going to the you're doing the big boy move of moving in with the lady and moving out of this crazy house.
Yeah, no more sex ever, bro. It's over. It's like,
Yeah,
it's like I'm
basically.
married. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
done.
over. You better get it in now while you can.
No!
You got one more night.
Oh, fuck. Thank you, baby. I'm kissing my hand right now. God bless this hand. This hand, you know, this hand's never left me, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Doesn't talk shit back to me. I don't have to buy it, nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even have to clean it. I don't wash it after I take a pee.
Yeah.
Like, this hand's good to me,
I know.
bro.
I just saw that.
And just know that I'm going to be shaking your hand as soon as I leave this podcast.
Absolutely.
So get ready for that.
Hell yeah, dude. So, all right. So what's the next plans like after this? Okay, you got Too Stupid to Die is happening. You're always filming stuff for that. You've got your YouTube channel. You got your Instagram, and you guys are filming stuff with Team 10 on the regular, and just constantly doing shit. So what's the big stuff that's happening? You got music, right? And you just
Yeah.
came off a tour.
Yeah, I just came off a tour. I do music. I would say if you would tell me where I want to be in 5 years, I would love to be in bed with you.
We got 5 minutes from now. There's a bed right over there, and
I just want to entertain, man. I want to
Yeah.
like. I want to make movies. I want to keep making Too Stupid to Die. I'm going to branch off and do my own TV show called The Stupidest Show Ever.
oh hell yeah.
I'm going to do more music on a bigger level. I'm having meetings with big record labels, doing more of that, taking more seriously in the acting world. I just want to entertain. When I die, I want people to say, that dude was really funny. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Or that dude really made me laugh. He was a good guy. He had a pure soul. Like, that's all I want, you know? And every day I want to be a better person. Like, so many people, like, they want riches or fame or success. It's just like, in this life, I want to be better. Every day I want to learn something and be a better person. So that's what I really would like to do. That'd be sick.
Yeah, well, that's some fucking good goals, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, boy.
Hell yeah. Rob himself. Bro, you know what's fucking nuts? If somebody would have told me, it's just nuts because when I was 7 years old, I was homeless living in a car. If someone would have
Damn.
told me that 10 plus years later that I would be here in a $12 million house talking to one of my childhood heroes, I would have never believed it for a second.
Damn, that's right. It's crazy fucking how life goes,
Fucking
man.
nuts.
Yeah, you never have an idea of like where it's headed, and I feel that way like with the stuff that we got to experience is like how the fuck I mean, I grew up in a small town, dude. Like how would you ever know that?
That town is fucking small. I just went there. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
cool though. Like,
Yeah.
that place is cool. Were you from Westchester? Where were you from?
Yeah, I lived on Walnut Street in
No
Westchester.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that town's cool, man. Like I'm really, it's a little creepy, you know. Like, but it's cool.
It's creepy in what way you're saying?
like maybe I just like went there when it was like cold outside and it was like. It's an old
Sleepy
town,
Hollow,
though, isn't it?
like,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
kind of like Sleepy Hollow-ish a little bit. You
Yeah.
nailed it right on the head.
Yeah. Dude, especially in the wintertime and all that. But it's a cool little town, and it's come a long way from when I grew up. Like literally when I grew up, we always laughed because we were like, dude, there's like tumbleweed going through the streets, and it was like this old Woolworth, you know, like department store there, and now there's like nice restaurants, and it's a cool little like, you know, nice little vibe to it.
Crazy.
But yeah, so that if coming from that small town.
Grab that skateboard right there.
Oh yeah.
Grab that skateboard. Take a look at that real quick. I want to see if you know what that is. Bang!
Oh shit.
Yeah. Do you recognize that skate shop?
Dude. Do I recognize that skate shop? Fuck, I'm good friends with Dave Fairman.
Oh, that's so dope. I went to Bam's Castle event he did about 2 weeks ago, and one of my friend's filmers was hooking up with this girl, which I'm not. I don't hate on people, but she wasn't the nicest to talk to or look at, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm just kidding. And he ended up fucking her on the floor, and she took my skateboard. It was
Oh,
in her
damn.
car, and she took it. So I had to go buy a new skateboard, so that's the one I got, and I didn't even get to ride it. But
Oh, so you got that at Fairman's?
I got that at Fairman's, yeah.
Fuck
That's pretty.
yeah.
It was cool to go in there because they had BAM boards all over the walls, and that's your guys' skate shop, man. That's
Yeah,
so cool.
I mean, dude, that is the skate shop that we grew up on, and I used to fuck with Dave Fairman when I was a kid because that was like my whole goal in life is to fuck with everybody, just
Yep.
be super annoying, and I succeeded definitely. But yeah, like Dave was like, oh God, Rab's coming in. Like I remember growing up, he was just like, oh, just hating to have to see me. But the truth is that he's a great dude, and you know, and once I grew up a little bit, it was able to be easy for us. But it was funny because you know, he's just super supportive and really I feel like gave skaters a chance, you know, especially in that area and from you know, kind of branching out even further in the Philly area, just giving skaters a chance, giving them like you know, skateboards to be able to skate, kind of, you know, giving them flow and helping them kind of realize what their dreams were, and it's so cool, and I think it's always important to support your local skate shop because that is what gets people going, you know. Like, of course you can always order a board online, you can do all this stuff,
Yeah, but just going to some like stupid millionaire and like Ty Beck or somewhere. Who knows?
Yeah,
bro?
exactly. And just the vibe that there is in a local skate shop. I mean, we hung out there every freaking day,
So
you know.
cool.
And Fairman's was responsible for so much, you know. Mike Maldonado and Kerry Getz and Bam and those guys, they came up through that. I mean, Kerry was from Lehighton, so you know he would get a little flow from Fairman's, but I think he had his local skate shop. But Mike and Bam were like, you know, the guys from that skate shop that ended up becoming pro and kind of shredding the skateboard world.
That's so cool. There was this skate park called Graffiti Skate Zone. There was a guy named Dan Hatcher who did the same thing. Like, he started a skate team.
Yeah.
Some of us went on to bigger and better things, but he really kind of put us on that track.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to train to be a pro athlete. You got to do this. You got to do that. So, like, he opened our eyes because, you know, 'cause I was just some, like, stupid kid, didn't understand anything. So I know somebody that can really influence a younger generation and younger people. It's unbelievable, man. Yeah, that's awesome, bro.
Yeah, that's right. And you're from Florida, so that Tampa Am,
Bro.
dude, that skate contest was crazy, and I feel like that made people.
Skate park at Tampa definitely made a lot of people's careers. That was, I've done a lot of things in my life. That's one thing that I never got to do. I never got to skate Tampa Am or Tampa Pro.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it is what it is. You know, I got to do a lot of crazy shit that I never thought I would do, but that part of my life has come and gone. But Tampa's crazy, bro. Did you ever go to any, like, Surf Expo or, like, trade shows or anything?
No.
No, okay.
Not really, yeah.
That's, like, another Florida thing that people used to always do, but...
Oh, yeah. I went down to Huntington Beach for the like the U.S. Open surf thing before or whatever.
Where they have, like, the big bowl and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, so that was rad. Well, dude.
Here, shake it on camera.
Yeah, shake that pissy hand.
I can't do it to you. Give me this one. I like you too much.
Oh, yeah.
What's your outro look like? Let me hear that outro. Come
Well,
on.
I
You
don't even
normally
really
say it.
have one. I was just going to say, fuck off, everybody, later.
No, you gotta do a good one. You gotta do a good one. Come on, man.
Dude, yeah, no, thanks for being on the Bathroom Break podcast. This is Chad Tepper, and he's fucking killing it online. He's got Instagram at Chad Tepper, and what's your YouTube?
It's just Chad Tepper.
Yeah, dude, there's some amazing videos on there. You got to check him out. Check us out on Rab Himself videos on YouTube and Rab_himself on Instagram. We are the Bathroom Break podcast, and we're gonna go take a dump and stare into each other's eyes together.
Ooh. Hey, you wiping?
Uh-huh.
Oh, all right, let's
Back
go.
to front.
Fucking honor. Thank you, man. Thank
Hell
you so
yeah,
much.
dude. Thanks for coming on.